Hello, my name is Rampant and welcome to Warsim. As best I would describe this game, this is a text-based strategy game that has been in early access since mid-2017. It has had, I would like to note that it has had 51 updates since then, so this is a game that is very well worked on. It has been developed by Huw Millward. I am sorry if I'm mispronouncing that name. It has amazing music to it. You should already be hearing it. I lowered it down a little bit because it's kind of loud. And we are about to get into the gameplay. Now, I did play a little... Yeah, you're gonna see my cursor here from time to time. It is a basically a command prompt window, so to speak, you know. But this is a full screen, but I've zoomed it in slightly just so you can actually get a clearer view of all the text. But let's get into the game. I actually did play a little bit of the game. It's really good, honestly. When you come to think of a text-based game, this is a really good game. If you haven't tried a text-based game, by the way, before, because you know, some people are very young. You know, they're just all they know of gaming is, you know, games like Fortnite or slightly newer titles. But there used to be games like Rogue. You know, text-based games. A lot of the games were text-based games back in the day. And if you've never played a text-based game and you don't want to go back to the old ones, I would recommend this one. But you know what? Let's start a new game. So the way you start a new game is you pick a number, you type that number, and you press enter. So we are actually randomly gonna select the races because that's the only mode that I've played with currently. And we're gonna do a very short run, 25 years, and I'm gonna make my own name. Even though I should note that I did randomize a couple of names and some of them can be kind of funny. I'm gonna make my own name because we are the Rampant Mystic. And we're going to be playing on the normal difficulty, because casual and easy is just not me, and normal I consider normal, you know, average. That's how the game is meant to be played. Let's go into normal. There's going to be a lot of reading in this game, so this might be a slightly longer episode, but I do want to get... I need to read, and I need to express my thoughts, and we're going to get through a day or two, and I'm going to show you what I've learned when I played it, and hopefully y'all will enjoy this game. So, you are ruler of the once great kingdom of Aslona? Aslona, I'm going to assume that's how it's pronounced. Fighting against the rooted rebellion of Faradal the Kingslayer, the horde of Fëanor the Overlord of all bandits, and the several minor bandit gangs who pester your lands. The world is vast and complex. Oh, you have no idea how complex this game actually gets. If you're thinking that it's gonna be a simple text-based game, no, it's not. This actually has it's very complex. There is much to see and do, and little time to waste. From the fabled ancient lands to the blood-soaked arena, these lands call to be united under the flag of Aslona. Aslona or Aslana? I'm assuming it's gonna be Aslona? Yeah, okay, I'm gonna say Aslona. Let's continue. Alright, so the game is loading. It's actually generating the kingdoms, I just noticed. Okay, that's taking a bit longer than last time. Last time it took a couple of seconds. That's weird. Alright. The world is full of mystery and wonder. There are many people in the world. There are men, silver draconians, weeping gremlins, resurrected abominations, resurrecting marmon, moon Cthulhu, goblins and demons of the Southern Gate. Okay, so we are gonna skip the ceremony. It's... how do I say? The ceremony is more or less... it shows you how you were coronated, which is... last time it was a demon? Yeah, the first time it was a demon coronating me. Skip it. We're skipping it. That's basically just a bunch of text where you get crowned king of Aslona. So, you see a big screen here in front of you with a lot of stuff, and you know, first of all, it's very intimidating. I actually went through the tutorial. There was a lot of reading involved, and I did get the gist of it. But the first thing I did and I think is a really good idea that we're gonna do now, is we're actually going to show that, first of all, we should, before we actually do anything, I should note, we start off with 200 gold, 2,000 gold, sorry. We start with 705 men, that's our army. We have 5 lands, and our public opinion is actually 35. Last time it was -10. I probably should have witnessed the crowning ceremony. There was something way different about that. So public opinion does matter, and you can sway that with laws. Now let's go to the laws, change laws of land, that's 5. We actually want to increase our taxes. So let's go to our taxes subsidiaries. As you can see here, we currently have a gambling tax. We don't have a banking tax, we have a land tax. And we can subsidize the arena or the militia, which costs a lot of money, which we do not have that much of. So for now though, I'm actually going to put in a banking tax. So yes, my public opinion gains a -1 point, but that is money for us, and we're gonna need money. The next thing is recruitment and training policies, which you can of course go. I'm not actually going to touch these because we don't need to. Recruitment and training policies. We have free enlistment, so this means that basically people will just decide to join us. We can do forceful enlistment, which is gain lots of peasants each turn, but that would mean losing reputation. You know, there's a lot of things you can do. Like, I'm not gonna show absolutely everything, but yeah, you can basically control everything that happens in your kingdom. That's really good. There you have social policies, which is you can help the poor, you can hire the love cult to increase public order. That's per season. Each season is every time you end your turn, by the way. And we have evil policies which would declare pillaging. Your soldiers can rob peasants, you get a cut, but of course you're gonna get a negative opinion. Declare a curfew, more arrests, you know. That's things like you can be good, you can be evil, you can be somewhere in between. You can just try to manage it all. The thing is though, the best, you can hire mercenary companies, hire staff and champions, but we don't have the money for that yet. And let's go to recruit and sell troops. Alright, so as you can see, we can hire peasants from local militia, which we should do. We should hire as many soldiers as we can, because at the end of each turn, you can send your troops to go pillage, raid, skirmish, or take over, which we will explain when we get there. So, the peasants, I will hire them. Let's see how many will get hired. For 19 gold per head, he offers 99 of them. You currently have 500 peasants. Ooh. Okay, so I can buy 190. Let's buy 10. You know, you don't have enough gold to hire. Oh, that's not gold that you entered. That's the numbers. I actually didn't buy peasants last time. Let's buy 10 peasants. 190 gold. We are gonna need some gold, so I'm not actually gonna spend it all. Soldiers or knights from the noble house. Now, knights are the strongest unit as far as I'm aware. Yeah, you can get more units, but knights are the strongest units. For now. I'm not gonna get one because they sell peasants to local militia. Of course, you can also sell them. There is something that I forgot about the laws. We need to change the goblin laws. Goblin policies. Goblins pay 10 gold per goblin head. We're not doing that. We're actually going to be banning goblin slavery. I'm doing that because A, I want the goblins to be free, and B, last time I did it, some goblins joined my army. And you gain public opinion. 33 goblins have come to to serve you out of gratitude. Plus 2 public opinion. And the people actually like the goblins, which is weird. When I did that, I assumed that the people will hate me because they dislike the goblins, but it turns out they don't. Alright, so we can actually... Okay, we have 748 men now. So where is... We can visit the Royal Bank, we have some money there. We can visit other buildings, but we currently don't have any buildings. We don't have kingdom reports yet, not on this turn. On the next one we will have some. The next thing to do is change laws, kingdom upgrades I wanted to show. This is where you can build buildings, let's say military buildings. Of course they're very expensive. For now, we are gonna be slowly getting income. Depends, you can get quick income, you can like pass a law that forces people to work more, forces your peasants to work more, so you're gonna get more money, but your opinion will drop. For now though, we have no money to build absolutely anything there. I've checked, trust me. So, first thing we're gonna do is visit the throne room. Now, every time you visit the throne room, you will have people waiting for you, which is, for example, now it's 15 people waiting to see me, and I can turn them away, all of them. I can call a meeting of the council. I can learn more about managing the room, which is basically a tutorial, or I could just send the visitors in one by one. So we're sending in the first visitor. Everyone's going to want a different thing, or require a different thing. Some will ask me to listen to their songs because he has some advice to share. Okay, so you're visited by a wise man who says he has some advice to share. Listen to this advice. Of course, I have 3 options. Sometimes 3 options. Sometimes there are going to be more. I can listen to this man's advice. I can throw him in the dungeon, or I could just refuse to hear his advice. Now, you are not going to get hurt by listening to his advice. You can take it if you want. The wild north is still safer than the far north, but neither are a place you'd want to find yourself. The wise man awaits your reaction to his advice, and here you'll have, different options to choose from. I'm indifferent, you may go now. That's the one I'm gonna do. The man leaves. Okay, next person. Your guard brings forward the man who is accused of evading taxes. Okay, so I can just straight up execute this scum. Let's see what he has to say. Please, I didn't do it. This is a huge mistake. I'm gonna ask the guard for a statement. Your guard informs you, well, what does guilt really mean? He could be guilty. Well, he said he didn't do it, but I'm gonna throw him in the dungeon. The man curses you as he's taken away. Oh, he was evading taxes, and taxes mean money for Mesa. I'm gonna send in the next one. You're visited by a traveling jester who says he just wishes to tell you a joke. I don't remember what this exactly is. Let's listen to the joke. Did you hear about the bard who thought he was a hard? He was pathological liar. Huh, that was not funny. That joke was terrible. Oh yeah, you can tip him, by the way. That was a good joke. That was a good enough joke to be paid, 20 gold. Or I could actually send him to the dungeons from that joke. Oh, I can offer to hire him as a member of the staff, yeah. The man leaves disappointed. I'm sorry, that was a bad joke. You are visited by an armed man who asks to join your army. He has long awaited his moment to fight for his homeland. Of course I'm gonna allow him to enlist. Okay. I am a musical abomination. I work under the sky of chaos, but perhaps you shall be lucky and a wonderful and harmonious order shall emerge from the chaos. Right, so interesting thing about these songs is I had a couple of barbs last time, and this is what happens when you listen to the song. You should be able to hear it. Yeah, they actually have different songs when they enter. And you can decide what to do with them, but I'm just removing him. Send in the next visitor. We have 10 more to go. You're visited by a young, disgraced knight who wants to go in quest for you and Aslona. Sure, I mean, he's a disgraced knight, but send him to quest. Sometimes they come back with good stuff. You're visited by a young boy who has heard you give out free coin and wants one. Okay, technically, I don't need more public opinion, but it's just a single coin. So why not? You are visited by a traveling bard. He asks to whistle you an old gnomish tune. I am pretty good at this. I shall play you a short song. And you can ask him about his origins, about his name, but sure, let's listen to this one. That one actually was not bad. Trust me, there's far worse ones. Oh, that was so bad it feels as though my ears are bleeding. Okay. That was a great performance. You know what? That was a great performance. Go away. The whistler grins and thanks you. You are visited by a traveling bard. Okay, so this is the same bard. Let him leave the court. Oh, nope. That's 6 is throwing him in the dungeon. 7 more to go and then we'll continue on. Alright. You are visited by a traveling bard. He has to play a song for you on his elven lute for a price of 495 gold. I am pretty good at this. I shall play you a lengthy song. No? Don't make it for 500 gold. Really? You're visited by a once famed knight, my king. I wish to travel the land committing good deeds in your name, so that people shall know that that their king is just. It's because of the T being on one end of the screen. Allow him request. Of course, allow him request. You remain on your throne. Okay, 5 more. You are visited by a farmer who claims one of your soldiers bring down his farm when confronted about stealing an apple. He says his livelihood is gone and he has nothing. He begs for reparation. I could just throw him in the dungeon. That's a lot of gold. But you know what? Give him the money. You are visited. I'm sorry if you can hear the keyboard sounds. I had to move the keyboard specifically for this game. You are visited by an armed man who seeks glory and wants to find it fighting for you. That's interesting. Sure, allow him to enlist. Some of these I've never seen, but I mean, I did this like 2 or 3 times at most. You're visited by a young boy who has heard you give out free coin and wants one. Okay, this is the last time I'm giving out a single free coin. Afterwards, I'm throwing them in the dungeon. I guess that's why you shouldn't be giving them away free coin, because they're just gonna keep coming. You are visited by a traveling bard. He asks to whistle you, an old gnome. No! Enough with the bards. You are visited by a farmer who says a dispute needs to be settled. My neighbor's daughter was supposed to be married to my son, but she's gone and married the butcher boy. He won't break off the wedding. Honestly, to the dungeons with all the families. You know, make the neighbor. No, I'm gonna go with 2. It's his daughter. He can do what he wants. The farmer leaves disappointed. Okay. There is currently nobody waiting here. So I could call Council of Aslona, just to show you what it is. But it's basically information. So here, if I want more troops, I can type in 10 and they're gonna tell me what I can do to increase my troop count. But I currently can't really do anything because A, I don't have any money, and B, we haven't actually gone exploring yet. Next stage is to go exploring. I do it in this order, but it doesn't matter, you can do it in whatever order you want. So we have, at the end of that, 750 men, public opinion is up to 36, and gold is, let's say, 1.5k. We are gonna go exploring. We can explore 3 times total. I actually thought the first time that you could explore each one of these lands 3 times, but you can only explore 3 times. So let's go to the eastern grasslands first and explore once. We have a trade post. Trade posts can provide money, so we are gonna go there. You come up a small trading post settled on a dune. This is known locally as the Eastern Trading Post. You enter and are greeted. Speak with the trade postmaster. Who are you? Malik, head trader here. What do you do here, Malik? Make sure the men are happy, make sure passing caravans do their jobs. What do you trade, Malik? Anything we can relieve whatever is currently in demand. We send caravans out to Farad to buy goods and then bring them back into Farad to sell them. Sometimes the other way around. Tell me about the desert. Not a great place for trade, but we do have somewhat of a monopoly on caravanning through here, so I can't complain. That was Malik. Hopefully, if you don't know him, you just met him. So I have a choice here. I can trade with them, which will be a constant stream of money. I can attack them, which I actually don't know what it does yet. I mean, except the obvious, which is attacking them. Or I could speak with the trade postmaster, which we just did. I'm actually going to trade with them if they accept. Agree to trade with you. Press any key to continue. And I can of course end the trade now if I want. I can always come back here, but let's continue exploring. Scorpion Fighting Pet and Mystery Slaver. Right, so if it says independent, that means they have no allegiance because there are several kingdoms, I believe. Let's go to the Scorpion Fighting Pet. You pass by a small walled pit surrounded by drunk, loud, and angry Easterners. As you near it, you discover it is a scorpion fighting pit, and the men are betting on the outcome of the fights. The pit has 300 gold to be won. I could speak to a random spectator, but yeah, you know what, let's do it. 3. I think they should lower the entry fee. 25 gold per fight is expensive. Yeah, probably for a commoner. I could just straight up buy the Scorpion Fighting Pet, which will actually keep my revenue stream going. But for now, though, we're just gonna bet on the Scorpion Fighting Pet. You pay the entry fee of 25 gold coins and stand to watch the fight. The gates slide open and two scorpions emerge. Pincers snapping and stabbing. You watch as the fast... Oh, Dunelands. That actually says Dunelands. Duneland Scorpions and Black Deep South Scorpion charge in and prepare to fight. Who am I gonna bet? Who do you want to bet on? I'm gonna bet on the Duneland Scorpion. How much do you want to bet on the fast? Max bet is 325 gold. Thing is though, you can bet 325, but it's just gonna tell you that. Oh no, wait, they have 325 gold now because I gave them 25 gold. So you can only bet as much as they have. So let's bet 20 gold. You stand to win 400 gold in the fight. It actually tells you the fight. Tells you the fight blow by blow. Fast Doomland Scorpion leaps forth with its hit and hits Black Deep South Scorpion for 13 damage. The Scorpion fight for a while, but ultimately Fast Doomland Scorpion is the victor. Your chosen Scorpion has emerged victorious, and you have earned 40 gold through your bet. And that was it. You could win a 305 more gold, but I don't currently need to. The next one is Mystery Slaver. So the Mystery Slaver has several cages with linen sheets covering them. He offers each of them for 100 gold coins. Let's first speak to the man. The Mystery Slaver approaches and greets you, asking what you need to speak to him about. Ask about the East, ask about himself, ask where he gets the slaves. You know, I'm gonna ask where he gets the slaves. They come from a small group of slaves who live near here. They visit daily to check if I need more, and then grab whatever they can and sell it to me. Okay. Ask what the odds are of getting each unit. The odds of getting nothing are 9 to 1. The odds of getting a slave are 8 to 1. Soldier, peasant soldier, bandit, thriving goblin, knight demon are 180 to 1. Okay. I'm gonna ask about the artifact market. That's something I've never heard before. The artifact market is probably the most powerful place in all of the realm. Never has much dangerous magic been concentrated in one place. Okay. That's I can actually have the man arrested for slaving. Force a tribute from the man. Can I force a tribute from him? First of all, let's open cage number 3. He lifts the sheet and reveals a soldier. Press any key to continue. Okay, so I can just like 100 gold for a soldier, but I can get one for 50 back at home. So I'm not gonna have him arrested yet, but we will one day. As you can see, if I go anywhere else, it says chances to explore 0. It's because we have no more moves left for today. Now, I think I went through almost anything. I can arrange diplomacy, by the way, as well. I actually haven't played around with this too much. It's I consider it a slightly later thing. You can as well. Oh yeah, something I wanted to talk about as well. The arena. You have an arena here which you can visit, bet on champions, you know, watch the fights. They're actually really interesting because they're, you know, in a normal game where you have stunning visuals, you're gonna see the fight, you know, like it's a movie, or you're gonna either participate in a fight or something. But here it's actually, it's described blow for blow, and it's actually very interesting. It's like reading it in a newspaper. Like, it's, I have no way to explain it except showing it, so I'm actually going to show it. I wasn't going to, but I'm going to show it. So, visit the little arena. Watch a fight. Okay, so last time it was free because the person managing the arena, was my brother-in-law or whatever. You enter the little arena. It is a sizable venue where warriors come to battle and locals pay to watch and bet. The arena is owned by a local business person named Gwillian, and the entry fee to watch or bet on a fight is 32 gold. Now, I technically don't own the arena. I can buy it, but I don't own it. That's why there's an option to attack it if you saw it. And as you can see, the option is watch a fight play by play. Now, each move in an arena fight will be followed by a pause instead of having the full battle and result displayed immediately. This is why the fight will be more intense. Okay, this is what I wanted. The arena is not accepting bets at this moment. It's because they don't have money. You can go in the watch the Grand Champion fight. The crowd cheers for blood as the two fighters emerge from the gates and march towards each other, awaiting the dance of death till we soon take place. You can as well bet on one of them, but Sir Malak the Great Bear Sir Malak the Great Bear swings for Sir Santhiad, the Bane of the Undead, but misses wide. You see, this is a blow for blow. It's kind of interesting. Sir the Bane of the Undead, the Bane of the Undead swings for Sir Malak, but misses only slightly. Sir Malak strikes Sir Santhiad on the head with great force. Sir Malak the Great Bear gets a light hit on Sir Santhiad, the Bane of the Undead, and it goes on and on and on and on until one of them actually gets knocked out. At this point, Sir Malak the Great Bear is the current Grand Champion of Aslona. He has currently won a single fight, earning him the title of Grand Champion, and hopes to prove himself and defend his title in the first title defense. So this is actually, you can go into statistics, and you can go into titles. He has no title currently, but you can go into backstory, you can go into residence, and he has a strength of 128 and 1 win. It's actually kind of interesting. You get all the little details in this game. So we're actually going to move away from the arena. The music's gonna start again. That really beautiful music, and it's not the same music. It's not just one track on loop. There's several tracks. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna explore the realm. No, wait, we explored the realm already. I forgot about that. So we can visit the roll bank just to show you. I can withdraw, and I have 2,704 gold there. I don't need to withdraw it yet, so we are just exiting. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna be ending the turn. That's 0 and enter. And this is where the attack comes in. So you can see your gold, your men, your lands, and your public opinion here as well. And it shows you the different factions. So we are currently at war with literally everybody except like except the Goblin Kingdom of Iraq and the fierce community of Lureg. We are at war with all of them. So first we should crush the rebels, in my opinion, because they are the smallest. So rebels first. General Gorin. Good, the rebels are scumsor. How shall we attack them? Now there's 3 types of battle. As I said, you can skirmish, which is the quickest battle. It has a less chance of you taking a large number of casualties. You can raid them, which is you take back some money, even though my experience with that has been around 300 to 400 to 500 gold, which is small enough that it doesn't matter. Or you could straight up invade them and try to take their land, which is, as it says, high chance of fatality. Or you could go for, I need some information on the rebels before I decide the course of action, which is actually really good. You get some information. You actually have spy reports at the end of the day, which you're about to see. Diplomat, Old Troll. They have a fair bit of territory behind them, 6 lands that we would need to capture before the capital. They have a little bit of gold in their vaults, so a raid might be worth considering. Last time I did a raid, and well, I got like 200 and 300 gold, so I'm gonna try and invade. I haven't tried the skirmish, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like the raid, just with slightly less casualties. So I'm not entirely sure how many people the rebels have, but they do have 6 lands behind them, so probably should just do a skirmish. Or, nah, you know what? Invade time. So, send half. I'll choose for myself who I send. How many peasants do you wish to send on the invasion? Let's send 250. How many soldiers? 100? How many knights? Send 4 of them. And goblin troll tribals, which will send all of them. And I actually have no demons this time. Okay, I should have seen that coronation, because last time I was crowned by the demon himself, so I had a demon army. I had 100 demons at my disposal. General, an invasion is a wise tactic indeed. It will show them our true might and take their home in the process. We're gonna press any key. Your men arrive in the rebels' territory and prepare for the battle that will soon take place. As you head forward, you spot a rebel war camp. the enemy quickly emerges and the battle begins. And you can see the battle here. The rebel losses are 114. Oops, sorry about the cursor. You can see them here though. Yeah, I can use the cursor to point. Rebel losses are 114. Our losses are 387. Enemy has 35 men remaining. The invasion was a failure and your men were slain. They had less men and they managed to defend against my 400. That's the only thing I would like to note. Sir, we are being attacked by Moon Serpent. You're almost always going to be attacked. I don't want to say always, but I've been always attacked. After my attack. We are being attacked by Moon Circle. Do you want to watch the battle take place? Yep. Your loss is 70. And this is something that I don't understand. Okay, we're being attacked by a group of... Enemy has 136 men. Okay, I get that I had only 72 men. But still. I mean... they didn't even lose one person. That's what I'm trying to say. So here you get the end of turn reports, which is you receive gold, soldiers from 5 lands, gold, wages were paid, gold expanded, gold gained, and you have spy reports. The rebels enlist 9 new soldiers from their 6 lands. The bandit enlists 19 new soldiers, bandits, and 5 new warlords from their 5 lands. The Kurut enlists 13 travels, etc, etc, etc. And you have other reports, which is Aslona attempted to invade the land of rebels but failed, and so on and so forth. Okay. And this is the next day. You're gonna be basically repeating this until you get to a point where you're starting to as well arrange diplomacy, hiring mercenaries. There are things that I skipped over because this game just has so many things going on that I cannot list them all without actually having notes in front of me and just like having bullet points and talk points about every single little detail in this game, which is gonna take a while, I might say. But yeah, you can as well hire mercenaries to attack your enemies. You can get bandits to attack your enemies. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do in this game. It really is, you enter, you build up your kingdom the way you want to. You want to be good, you want to be bad, you want to be a bandit, a pirate, a raider, a mercenary, whatever you want. And just do whatever you want. And I like this game. I'm going to continue playing it. I'm going to finish at least one long game. But for now though, my name has been Rampant Mystic. I hope you enjoyed this game. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Warsim. Let's not forget though, the game is available on Steam for €2.99. Links are gonna be in the description down below as always, and I do hope to see you all in the next episode.